That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Third and long, it's Allen. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Allen setting up play action. Vacates quickly left side. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Cook will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job.
And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that.
I'm in the Windsor Hills View Park area. It's Black Beverly Hills around here, baby. And I'm trying the only Thai spot in the city. I'm gonna let y'all know if it's banging or not. When you come to Getty Thai, what you gotta try?
Definitely the chicken sandwich, drunken noodle, fried rice, curry, fire.
I got the combination fried rice, drunken noodles, Thai green curry, and the chicken sandwich. Man, if the fried rice don't snap, ain't nothing else gonna hit. That might be some of the best fried rice I've ever had. You know, black folk put extra seasoning on their stuff, man. That is flavorful. Let's go, baby. Y'all know I don't even pick my food like that, but let's go. So this was a nice change of pace, you know. It's a little more on the sweet side, it's peppery. I can get down with that, but the fried rice is still my favorite.
They put a receiver in motion right.
Oh
On
my
first
God.
down, Jackson.
Yo, everything here is just so good, bro. That is crazy. I'm taking it back. Today I'm in the Windsor Hills View Park area.
You have Jamaican food versus African food. Let's see which one's better, Jamaican or African. We're gonna start with the Jamaican rice. Nothing wrong at all. I don't think they eat with chopsticks either.
And they make the tackle at the 38. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Okay, we're working now the Jollof rice, the African rice. Why do you suffer like that?
But
Jamaica, you guys use it a little too smoky. Too spicy and smoky, okay. Next we have this Jamaican patty. For African, they have egusi soup there.
After a good pickup,
give me
there's
some
the
more.
second and short.
Thank you. I want to fold it like a pizza.
Flowers will go in motion left. Again, it's Jackson to the air.
They don't have it? They don't eat Jamaican patty in Africa. So now they have the egusi soup. This is a low ball. They call it egusi. So no. You have to open. There's showing that. It's a whole bottle game in your hands. You dip it in this egusi soup right here. Sticky, bro. What is that? That's good. It's sticky on my hands.
In that play where he caught it,
And the defender comes away with it. Christian
No,
Benford is it.
Well, they just gave me the keys. Like, I should tell once you give me the neon, that's all it is. Turn my light, that's all it is. The neon light, you turn my light up, I'm gonna turn myself out. The doctors told me this, I'm sorry no one told you this, I just have to tell you that, with that is probably going to tear your quad again because the way the doctor did your surgery, it's probably better for a 9-year-old woman. It's almost like, you go get to the mountaintop.
What's the story behind you supposedly being Smith's son?
It had been whittled down to me, Hornswoggle, or the Sandman, right? It's like those were the options. Right. I literally walked in my door and I got a call from Johnny Dayton.
kids get to see in Stanford, there was this initial pharmacist thing. You know, when they instituted the wellness policy, we had all these people who were, and there was a lot of us that had been using PEDs for a time. We would ask, what can we do? And then, right, as long as you go get a prescription, doctor's prescription, you're good. So that's what I did. That's what a bunch of us did. Because I explained that in the office to Vince. We instituted the wellness policy on this day. Why are you still taking this thing? I explained it to him. And he goes, yeah, but you can't have an online pharmacy fill your. That was in the wellness policy. Like my doctor filled it. Yeah, he was using an online pharmacy. He said, my hands are tied. I have to do something. So I'm suspending you for 30 days and I'm fining you $10,000. And then the next week, they switched it to Hornswoggle. What's the story behind...
How are you, Joe? I'm good. Yeah, done. That's correct. You sure we're supposed to be in that car with the bank? You going to war? They took their shot. They'll be satisfied with 1 for 1 and give you a pass. But you got even bigger problems, John. Still on a special duty, you're telling fortunes today, which don't think no fortune telling to see where you're headed. I went to your inauguration. I held my nose, but I went. What do you have to hold your nose about? I'm just curious. I got every right to talk this way. I was at the sit down with Neil and Paul and Don Carlo after you clipped Gallion. You broke a rule then. But Neil got you a pass, so then you went ahead, you broke another rule. You whacked out a boss without a commission okay. Excuse me. I'm supposed to get a commission okay. Well, my family's being blooded that a fuckball. He deserves it. That's got nothing to do with it. The rules are for everybody. Right now, on the street in Brooklyn, there's a young kid. He works himself up and he talks to DB, he talks to Gravano, he talks to 3 or 4 capos, and you get a bullet in your head. We survived by our rules. And now you're breaking the oldest rule of all. You're going fucking public. On TV and magazine covers. These fancy suits, these fancy John Don't give me that shit. I didn't ask to go public. You know, they shove their goddamn cameras and microphones in my face. Get the fuck out of here. You're turning this thing of ours into entertainment. Every Chidula watches the 6 o'clock news. But our thing is secret. Tabish. Secret. And what you're doing won't work. You really believe you're the one who can keep spitting in the government's face and get away with it? You're making them come after you. What do you think, Joe? You don't think the FBI knows who you are? You don't think your face has been sitting on the wall right next to mine for the last 20 fucking years? Get the fuck out of here. Hey, they know me. I know who I am. I'm not embarrassed by you. I'm not gonna sit in the dock here like some fucking rat. You know, in the end, maybe I got a respect for it because I'm not getting any of you. John, you made a hell of a long walk. I'm a George Tenement to cover Time magazine. That takes ability. But a Cosa Nostra boss don't belong on the cover of Time magazine. Wherever I'm at, so say I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to apologize. But you wind up in a cell because you are who you are. And you'll take a lot of good people with you. Stop, John. Like to duck sometimes.
And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
How are you, Joe? I'm good. Yeah, done. Express.
Trying again, following the sack.
You sure we're supposed to be in that car with the bank? We're going to war? They took their shot. They'll be satisfied with 1 for 1 and give you a pass. But you got even bigger problems, John. Still on a special duty, you're telling fortunes today, which don't take no fortune telling to see where you're headed. I went to your inauguration. I held my nose, but I went. What do you have to hold your nose about? I'm just curious. I got every right to talk this way.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Shit, John, this figure to kill me fucking prison. Hey, you think I was putting this up to make them rich and reform? I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna really. Fucking look back. Like it's me in your face for the loss. I'm front on a line.
Hey, who you talking to?
Like a bunch of
He did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up.
I've done my stint in 44 years. And I bought a little hole-in-the-wall cafe in the store. Like walking with me morning to wait for my wife. Everyone wants to get something. Everybody was scared to be proud of sharing in some of the past.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away.
Fine.
Returning it from the 4.
Everybody was stabilized and realize.
He doesn't make it far at all, and they bottle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. Now, instead of getting into normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
And you don't have to say anything about Johnson's reputation for sin.
What's on the table? I got Genovese people hijacking 3 loads out of Kennedy the last 2 months. Colombo's took up a couple too. If I gotta rip somebody's fucking eyes out, get that grabs. No, wait, oh. Nobody's eyes are gonna get mine. I'm ready to whack the motherfucker. Nobody's gonna get whacked. Very nice. The boss of this family approves.
Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this
Understood.
time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra
You're gonna wait for a while.
They knew it was probably going his way in the near future.
Maybe you don't know though, we got a lot of joint ventures with the Genoveses and the Columbus. The future of this family doesn't depend on a couple of loads from Kennedy, not anymore. We're like United Nations.
Some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6.
Yeah, you mean Frankie, we'll work this thing out with Kennedy Airport later. All right, next case.
Gets him down at the 26-yard
All right.
line.
Nicky Scabetta's got to go. Johnny, when you get through the weapon. It's what it in night room.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Nick Scabetta's in the construction business with Sammy there in Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn business. That's why it makes more sense for you guys to do the job. No, I live in Queens, Frankie. Okay, you whack your own people. Forget about it. Forget about it. What do we got? 2 families say Frankie, go folks. Yeah. I gotta get back on the streets. That's where all the money is these days. Okay, Paul, not for nothing. That was a great spread.
Throwing again is Lamar.
The guy just got out of the joint, for sakes. Man, you know, he's complicated. His motives are good.
Working quickly
Besides, he's a burner. I've done my stint for 44 years. I bought a little hole-in-the-wall cafe in the store. Like, what's bottom line? The bottom line is John Gotti. Flipped. Assault him, I do see. Okay. That's a flagrant violation.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive
John
play.
Gotti.
Just loose, incomplete.
No need to curse, Paul.
Earned him status
No
for one
need.
of the league's better tight ends. Are those
Yeah,
hands, right? His
yeah.
dependable hands.
You don't gotta go. I must I can't listen. I can't talk. You should have put all on this. When David is alive of a young man, I think of this as a son.
Each and every single year.
I really deserved to be blessed. The young guy was doing a piece of work that could buy him 25 years. That's fucking immaterial.
Because that's the most critical.
The bottom line is the bottom line. That's reasonable words. Thank God, a businessman talks like that. What the hell kind of word is that? Oh, you don't know the streets. I mean, you never have. John Gotti kicked your scumbag soldier because your scumbag soldier deserved it. John Gotti is Cosa Nostra.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in
That's
first
it.
textbook. It sets up
The rule
second
was
and very
broken.
manageable,
Yes.
and it
False
creates
got
that
it
space
done.
if you want to take a shot downfield.
Was the reason for breaking the rules so powerful that it was just we need all the John Gottis we can get. But we survived by our rules. If it was my call,
Big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate.
He would
I love
talk.
defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could
Bottom
hear
line,
it.
the bottom line is John Gotti.
No one intended for Mark Andrews.
Somebody once told me.
Fourth and 4.
Let me get this straight.
This is a guy who's used to embracing
I
contact.
see
Brock usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every
Boy.
Yeah, I think these tight ends
And then you
dedicate
walk
as much
in
time
when
in their
you
life
want
as
it.
just about anybody. And when
That
you
one
don't
part
make
of
that
it, folks.
catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
This is not math.
Jackson's gonna throw again. On fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete.
Wait.
So the defense
Thank you, Willie.
rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On first down, Allen. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Back.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Incomplete. It's Cooper. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Dead.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. So we hit the end of the third quarter.
Ball.
It's Bills' ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end.
No fucking way, California. For what?
First down
That
now,
piece of
ball
shit?
at the 39-yard line.
He don't understand the street. He wants to be some butter-ass businessman. Come on, that's not Cosa Nostra.
They've got a man in
Maybe the
motion.
street guy is not what is needed.
Throwing now on
Maybe
first down.
times are changing, John.
Bullshit. Come on. The soldiers don't even want him. Ask anyone here.
That is a DB.
They're starving to the guy. He's the fucking guy. He squeezes the fucking border to the eagle screams. Come on.
They came in before
That
he could
looks
find a
close.
target and hit him to
He
alter
picked his
that
brother.
last second attempt to get rid of it.
Now, Paul.
To the air again.
Bullshit.
Allen.
Listen. Hey, Neil.
Has him on the quick
Get the
hitter.
road of your life to this thing. Into the back door, nobody in there. The fucking time wasn't yours. What you want me to do? You want me to
He's
book?
just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers
The
a
king is
highlight reel
dead, long
reception
live
to just
his
forcing
brother.
an incomplete pass. But as soon as he
Johnny Boy
realized
has to seem to
that
think
it
so.
wasn't possible on the play,
How many captains have behaved like that with Neil Delacroix?
completed.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4.
Wait. Thank you, Willie.
Go, Allen. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills scored away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2. They send him straight up the middle. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
Hey, remember the time we were in Vegas, we see that funny guy, Joey Gold?
Yeah, at the Riviera.
Yeah.
Right.
Who was the guy walking on the bar that night, Jojo?
That short guy.
Yeah, Jojo.
Oh, yeah, he's a funny guy.
Listen to his story. Jojo comes into the bar, right? He's wearing a solid gold buckle. This big, says Jojo on it. He's got a bracelet on his arm, says Jojo on it. Got a fucking necklace, says Jojo on it. He's got solid gold cufflinks, they all say Jojo. Little cheap fella walks in, he says, "Excuse me, Mr. Jojo." He says, "Shut the fuck up, I don't want nobody know I'm here." Hey, that's it.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh no, they get him yet again.
How heavy is this glass of water? They don't say you do. Don't answer.
And the Bills have it. INT of the day. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this team. When it comes to turnovers, big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One
wants
interception,
to be-
it sticks with you all week
He wants to
long.
be me.
Throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere
You
else.
right now?
And he will score.
Right now.
Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills have likely locked up the win right there.
Who would have thought the king of the volcano lived in this place?
It's the old type of style, Angie. You don't flash. Oh.
So sensational work about
Hey, you
the skill
stink.
man there, Brock.
Well, Angie can't come. Ricardo's sent for you, not Angie.
He appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, defensively, you gotta get That's still first down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Pass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 13. He's going to be touchdown as that return comes to an end. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
You seem to respect my
Going
promise.
to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And they pick him off again.
Yes.
DeMar Hamlin picks it off.
Hey,
Wow, he's dropped hard on the return by one of the offensive linemen. The team total is now up to 5, Brock.
take your food.
Times they've
Stand
picked this
there.
offense off.
Twist the knife for all
Hey, John.
to this offense watching it
Yeah,
all.
I think
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, go straight away and put him back.
Another try following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep.
That's
Brought
fast.
in inside the 20.
It's just starting
And
high.
he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. All set up now for 1st and 10.
One human. It's just stop. I'm his moment.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line.
Come on now.
Not much to say other than the fact that this offense on
Hey,
just roll them.
Jump,
I mean, this
jump.
is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and importantly going out there and executing at a high level.
Sure.
They're gonna flip it to the kicker. He's gonna throw.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
Pass now to kick this away. Hardy on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with.
Shut it
He's
down.
tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
You know, I've flipped a lot of guys in my life. Close friends, guys I didn't know.
They've got 1st down from the
And
31.
I was agreed, the guys should be flipped. But I never,
Interception
no
last
noise.
drive doesn't deter
And I
them.
never went out
They're
half-cocked.
to the air.
he clipped somebody I wasn't supposed to. Hey, shut up.
DeMar
You
Hamlin.
just listen. You're a big forward to come out. But let's not compare you with that.
Interception.
What you do is coach.
High school coach who's a play caller.
I told him, Carlo,
After days
more like a
this,
something.
number one in particular,
It's all
he'd
ball
say, son,
to give you a
some days
pass.
peanuts,
But
some
it don't
days
have.
shells. This has been nothing
I
but a
said,
bunch of shells for this
You
quarterback.
gotta go.
This is why we hear about
So I would have come here
explosive
today
speed so
for
often when we
these
evaluate players.
six.
You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball.
Well, back.
It takes a player who
Mate,
can
man,
close
and
quickly
somebody
to
else
catch it
too.
before it's released and alter that throw.
Trying for the deep ball.
Shut him down.
Big gain downfield.
I gotta tell you, John, I can't feel this thing with the voices. I mean, it's our family, it's our move.
That is his 6th
Good.
passing score of the
None
game.
of them
A
are-
lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks
All right,
without
DB's
throwing
with us
that
all
many
the way.
touchdowns. And now
The
keep
chief
in
was said
mind,
you want to get all the
he's
tackle
only
influence
thrown
together and let them
7
go
in a single
right away.
game.
Better
The
make it
kicker
official.
gets it. Oh, it looks like he's gonna
You
throw
can do a
it.
good job on it every
Got it
time.
inside the 10.
Sit next to
And
better
he's
than
into the
this.
end zone, and that shows what kind of
It'll be
game
on the
they've
balls.
been having. Even that works for them, and it adds
Ready?
an extra 2 to their lead.
Flag the cheap rugby ducks in the air. Take. Take. What they like, nobody can know that. Because everybody got this. Give me the powerhouse now.
Pass now to kick this
I was in
away.
the strength it's just a mistake. Stage now.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line.
was back at Marion John Gotti's day. We had homies, they put in the ticket. Everybody yelling through the bars because everybody's locked in the cells. You know, when someone's talking, you respect the person on the microphone is what we call it. So dude put in the ticket, John Gotti's ticket, team getting ready to play for his first ticket. So he trying to hurry up and get his bet in before the game starts. Somebody else was already giving their bet. So John Gotti said, man, you hear me talking? Dude said, nah, I'm talking. John Gotti like, man, I don't care who's talking. I'm John Gotti, take my bet. So the Muslim dude told John Gotti, yo, just wait your turn. You hear them talking and speaking up. John Gotti's like, I don't care what you say, monkey. So of course, now it's going to be on. So the doors open. John Gotti got the ABs around him when he come out there. John Gotti in the middle. So who whooped him when John Gotti fought back as a man? When the joint was over, John Gotti shook his hand and said, man, you got that, but I'm letting you know now we're going to have to fight every day. Back at Marion John Gotti's day, we had homies, they put in the ticket. Everybody yelling through the bars because everybody's locked in the cells. You know, when someone's talking, you respect the person on the microphone is what we call it. So dude put in the ticket, John Gotti's ticket, team getting ready to play for his first ticket. So he trying to hurry up and get his bet in.
And when Gotti and Gravano were arrested in 1990, the FBI had bugged their hangout in Manhattan. Hours of incriminating conversations that could put both of them behind bars for life. But Gotti wanted Gravano to take the fall. I would go with incriminating conversations that could put both of them behind bars for life. But Gotti wanted Gravano to take the fall. I would go with. Stood in 1990. The FBI had bugged their hangout in when Gotti and Gravano were arrested in 1990. The FBI had bugged their hangout in Manhattan. Hours of incriminating conversations that could put both of them behind bars for life. But Gotti wanted Gravano to take the fall. I would go with. And he would get out. If that's not a rap move, I don't know what it is. He said to you, you're going to have to take the fall. This is just the way it is. Yeah, I'm the boss. The streets needs the boss, and I'm the boss. This is the way it's going to be.
Kate, and I know that sounds a
And
little
I said,
cliche at this professional
are
level,
you
but
sure?
it really is an important
You want to do this?
This one will
You
still
want this to
hurt,
happen?
but they showed some execution and fire.
That's the way it's got to be, Sam. Okay, then let's do it. Let's do it to me is I got in touch with the government and said, he's rolling up.
When Gotti and Gravano were arrested in 1990, the FBI had bugged their...
Today we are looking at the death of John Gotti, the American gangster and boss of the Gambino crime family in New York City. I am Polestar 3. I am pure electric performance.
Oh.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this
Look at
point.
the onion. Look at the onion. Look at the onion.
Today I pulled up to Oh My Burger over here in Gardena. Y'all been tagging this one, so I came to check it out.
Peach cobbler shake, real damn cheeseburgers. Oh my God, pandemic box, Alfredo fries, bacon cheeseburger, Nashville Heights, lemon pepper wings.
Bruh, I've never had a burger that had melted cheese just all over the bun.
This is definitely overindulgent, but it's so good. It's worth every dollar.
This is the pandemic box, bruh. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Taylor
Fried chicken, Alfredo sauce, cheese.
Bills have it again after yet
For
another
me now.
interception.
Needed to be clear, yeah.
Safe to say his day is no longer
And the day I had to surrender, I went to father and son's barbershop to get a haircut. I was 24. I went to get a haircut. I don't, I guess I wanted to look good when I turned myself in. I don't know. And I'm in the barbershop, and who walks in? John Gotti and Angelo Clark. They walk into the barbershop, and they see me, and John says to me, "What are you doing here? Don't you got to surrender today?" And I go, "Yeah, I got to go in at 2 o'clock. He goes, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm getting a haircut." He goes, "Getting a haircut? Go home to your wife. What are you, crazy? You're going to jail this afternoon. Get out of here." So, and he actually got paid for my haircut, and we said goodbye, and I left.
Allen on the play action. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Oh my God, for me, it was the worst moment ever. And the crowd's booing, and I'm like, I was way more nervous about inducting Rick than I was probably anything else in the entire weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only, it's your boy, Rick Flair.
And the Ravens make one of their best plays at the end.
Howard's doing his speech, and at some point I see somebody wave from the curtain, wave me over, and I stick my head in the gorilla position, and Vince is like,
Send it.
ow.
For Brock Eward, our
Think about the guy,
incredible
right?
crew, everybody here at
So I have to walk out there.